Today, I'm going to be following David Goggins' routine and diet that allowed him to lose 100 pounds in 3 months.
It's so hot!
David Goggins is known as one of the toughest endurance athletes in the world. But before he was a Navy SEAL, he was in a very different spot. He was working as an exterminator, eating junk food every day, and weighed nearly 300 pounds. But because his dream was to become a Navy SEAL, he went into the office to apply. He found out that he needed to lose over 100 pounds, and because he was applying through this special program that was about to end, he only had 3 months to do it. So he devised this plan to lose 106 pounds in 3 months. His plan was pretty simple. Wake up, exercise the entire day, study for the ASVAB, which is a test he needed to pass to get in, and eat under 1,000 calories. All his hard work finally paid off, and he earned his spot in Navy SEAL training. I'm gonna follow his routine that consists of waking up at 4:30, spending 2 hours on the bike, eating a very small breakfast, studying for the ASVAB test, doing a full body high rep workout, swimming 2 miles, running between 2 and 6 miles, eating a sensible dinner, and ending the day with another 1 to 3 hours on the bike. Now, one disclaimer, even David Goggins says this routine is too extreme for anyone to follow and that you should not try to eat so little and work out so much to try to lose weight. Even he says that this took a toll on his body and ended in injuries. So I'm only doing it for 1 day, but it should be a good challenge, and we start first thing in the morning, real early.
Good morning. I have to talk quiet so I don't wake everybody up. Today I'm doing David Goggins' weight loss routine and diet. He wakes up at 4:30 and starts his day off with cycling, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's 4:46. He usually starts his day off with 2 hours of cycling, so I'm gonna hop on the bike and get that done.
First ride of the day complete, 2 hours down, it is 7 o'clock. Normally I don't regret waking up early and getting a workout done. In fact, I usually feel fantastic, but getting up at 4:30 is a whole different ballgame. I've done it a few times for videos, but every time it's like, I'm ready for a nap. For breakfast, Goggins would eat 1 banana. I despise bananas, so I'm gonna substitute an apple. David Goggins didn't have a job from what I can tell when he was doing this routine, and he also didn't have a family. At least I don't think so, I could be wrong. I would be surprised if he did at that time because this is a lot to do in a day. So I do have a job and family, so I'm gonna do my best, and I'm gonna do what I think David Goggins would do, which is walk while working. So that way I can get some more steps in and some more calories burned. So that's what I'm going to be doing. For lunch, David Goggins would eat nothing. At this part of the day, Goggins would study for the ASVAB test, which is the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test. I'm not going to study for a test that I don't have to take, but I thought it would be fun to take the ASVAB practice test they have online. X plus 9 equals 13, find X? Are they really all this simple? This one's on paragraph comprehension. This is so weird. The word alternate, as used in the passage, most nearly means...
If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons, how many buckets do you have?
2?
How long does it take for the Earth to make 1 revolution around the sun? I should hope people know this. I got a 20 out of 24. It says my strengths are electronics, general science, and auto and shop information, but I am weak on mechanical comprehension. My first bachelor's was in math, so that definitely helped a little bit. There was a couple geometry questions. Knowing a squared plus b squared equals c squared actually came into use after high school. That would have gotten me a B, but I have no idea if I would have passed the ASVAB. Googling it doesn't really give me good information on if that's a pass or not. It says a passing score is 31, but I can't get a 31. There's only 24 questions. That didn't take very long. I recommend you going and taking the practice test yourself if you're interested.
All right, I'm at the Y, going to go get a swim in. Obviously, being a Navy SEAL, it's important that you're a good swimmer, so that makes sense why David Goggins would do this every day. I'm currently training for a triathlon, so I do some swimming, not as much as I should. Doing this long swim workout is actually really good for me outside of this video, so hopefully I get a lane. Not always easy to. It's first come, first serve here, and there's really nothing I can do if I can't get a lane. All right, swim complete. I did get kicked out of the pool because there was swim lessons, but I still got a pretty solid swim in. I'll have to make up a little bit of cardio later on a bike or something, I don't know. But that was still a good workout. I can't imagine swimming 2 hours every day. I guess you'd get real good at swimming. If your goal is to be a Navy SEAL, I suppose that's what you gotta do.
For the strength training workout, David Goggins is known for doing challenges with really high reps, like hundreds and hundreds of push-ups, hundreds and hundreds of pull-ups. When I did his workout routine in a previous video, I did what's called nickels and dimes, where you do 5 pull-ups and 10 push-ups, and you just repeat that over and over and over again. And that workout kicked my butt. Today I'm just gonna do some basic lifts, but do them in really high rep ranges. So I'm gonna do bench press. I'm gonna try to do 100 reps all at once and see what that's like. I've never done anything close to that. I think the max I've ever done is like 20 reps. And then same, I'll do rows, I'll do some curls, I'll do some tricep extensions, and just try to pick a weight where I can do 100 reps all at once and see what happens. Hopefully we'll learn something. I really don't know what kind of weight to do for any of these lifts. So for the bench, I'm just gonna start with the bar. For the row, I'm gonna start with 25 pounds. That seems so light, but also 100 reps is a lot of reps. So we'll see what happens. Oh, that was not 100. That was like 50. I lost count too. My right shoulder has been really bugging me the past like couple weeks. Working out through an injury is right up the alley of David Goggins. He does that all the time. Not recommended, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's interesting doing these high rep workouts because it feels so different than, you know, low rep, high weight. When I started, the first 10 was like, this is so light, this is ridiculous. But by 30, I was getting so fatigued, and by 50, it's like I couldn't do anymore, even though it didn't feel heavy like, you know, normal weights feel heavy. I'm just gonna keep going until I hit 100, and then I'll move on. Oh, these high reps are killers. Oh, that's a hard workout. Like I said, I've never done really high rep workouts like that. With weights, I did the nickels and dimes for the other David Goggins video, but that was kind of different. I can tell you, I'm gonna be sore tomorrow. Doing these challenges can be interesting because you actually learn stuff. Like if you're hitting a stagnant spot and you're plateauing in your lifting, I think giving this a try for even just a handful of days can really change things up and give your muscles some new stimulus, and help you, you know, kind of get reinvigorated and find that motivation to push more, because this is totally different. It feels totally different on the muscles. It's going to be a totally different soreness. How much that equates to hypertrophy, you know, I don't know, but I think it's a good tool. Let's do a pump check. Yeah, it's definitely one way to get a pump.
From what I can tell, when David Goggins started his weight loss, he didn't do any running because he was so heavy. and it would have been too much strain on his knees and stuff. But towards the end, he definitely did running. And now he's like a crazy avid runner. He does like 250-mile ultra marathons. So doing a David Goggins challenge without a run seems sacrilegious. So I'm gonna go for a 3-mile run. I got my running buddy with me. Say hi. So I got some extra weight to push, but I'm channeling my inner David Goggins. Stay hard. Let's get this done. It's so dang hot, and pushing this stroller doesn't make anything easier. Stop making excuses. Stay hard. Had to lose the shirt. It's so hot. Hopefully you can hear me. It's also very windy. Run complete. I did 4 miles. Woo, baby. I am looking forward to that dinner. Never before have I been so excited for chicken, broccoli, and rice. If I'm only getting one meal for the day and it's gonna be chicken, broccoli, and rice, I'm gonna make it as delicious as possible, which means grilling. Time for dinner. I can't remember the last time I was this excited for chicken, broccoli, and rice. I'm gonna put some Maggi seasoning over my rice. This stuff is awesome. Oh, that's good. Hunger is the greatest seasoning. This was well needed. Better believe I'm getting every last little grain. Delicious. I'm gonna finish the day with some time on the recumbent bike. My backside's still a little sore from the 2 hours this morning on the regular bike, so I'm gonna put an hour in on this, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I am exhausted, and I will recap this tomorrow. All right, it's the next day. I am feeling pretty good. Legs are feeling fine. I'm a little sore in my pecs and my biceps. I'm not sure what about the workout made those muscles sore compared to the rest, but that's how I'm feeling. I ended the day with 2,441 active calories and 4,450 total calories. And I ate just over 800 calories. So David Goggins had to lose 106 pounds in 3 months, which is just over a pound a day. A pound has 3,500 calories in it, so that sort of tracks with the math of what I did. I also ended the day with 446 exercise minutes, which is kind of crazy. Overall, what I learned is that David Goggins is insane. He has crazy work ethic to stick to that every day for 3 months. It was hard enough to do it for 1 day. I could also see how you end up with injuries and why this is not recommended. Not only are you going to hurt yourself by working out so much and eating so little, but you're probably going to end up with micronutrient deficiencies. So I definitely would not recommend sticking to a diet like this. On the plus side, I think with a little bit of studying, I could pass the ASVAB test, and that working in some high rep workouts throughout your training is a good way to change things up and get you out of a slump. But that's going to do it for this video. If you like this type of content, be sure to like the video and let me know if there's any other routines that you'd want me to follow. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I would greatly appreciate it. But that's it for this video. See you on the next one.